Hello YouTube, it's PS4 Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video, with Christmas just around the corner and Black Friday and Cyber Monday over, what better way to look to the future of Christmas and bringing you guys the best PS4 games to buy for this Christmas and holiday season. So we're going to kick off this list in a variety of different ways. So we're going to have, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I've got 8 games plus a lot of honourable mentions. Now these games aren't necessarily the newest games. There's a couple of new relative recent releases in here in this list. So basically there's going to be a variety of older games and newer games that you have to play this holiday season. So let's get it started. So first up we have the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Now this is the reboot of the Tomb Raider series. It came out in 2013 and it has a fantastic single player campaign. There's lots of collectibles and you really care about the characters and try to defeat evil and go about the mission of restoring the world to the way it was. Really good multiplayer campaign. There's a couple of grindy multiplayer trophies in it, but the only downside is the multiplayer, there's not many people playing the game, so if you really want to take advantage of the multiplayer trophies and just the multiplayer in general, you really have to either find people with the game on forums, as it can take, or play with friends, or as it can take a good half an hour to get into a game, which is the only downside really. But apart from that, it's a really solid Tomb Raider reboot of a game. Really highly recommend it, and you can pick it up for around £16 in all your retailer sort of shops, between 16 and to 20 quid online and also in store. Next up we have GTA 5, one of the best GTAs that ever has been so far. It's got a fantastic single player campaign over a variety of 3 different characters. You can find a lot of collectibles and use cheats and just explore to your heart's content. The multiplayer is still getting added to today. I would say at least well over 100 if not more hours of entertainment and highly polished gameplay. It's one of the best selling games on Metacritic. A good, really high top 90 score, 95, 97 sort of range. You can get it from £30 from Tesco, but it is sold out. £25 from Argos, and between £35 and £36 on Amazon. If you haven't played GTA 5 yet, you're really missing out. I highly recommend you buying GTA 5 for this holiday season. And by the way, this video isn't sponsored. This is just my own personal opinion of games that I've played and really enjoyed this year, and brought them all together for one video and awesome content and awesome buying power for this year ahead. Next up we have Uncharted The Lost Legacy. If you haven't played the Uncharted series yet, you're missing out. This is a complete single player standalone game in its own right. If you love the Uncharted series like Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Uncharted 4, you're going to love this. Much of the same, awesome single player, really good multiplayer. It's got Uncharted 4's multiplayer in this game as well. It's really fun. So basically taking 2 characters, Chloe and Nadine, from previous Uncharted games, brought them back together to fight evil. There is a bit of bickering between the 2 characters, but you really grow to love the 2 of them. It does take a while for them both to develop and come together as one solid unit, but it really is awesome. They fight evil and hopefully it won't spoil anything. Fantastic game of collectibles as well. You can get it on £25 on Amazon. Next up we have Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy. This was one of the highlights of my year, my summer. Platinumed all 3 games, highly recommended. So basically the 3 original Crash Bandicoot games have been brought back, remastered for PS4. There's over 100 levels and also 2 playable characters. Not going to spoil it if you haven't played it yet. Fantastic new animations and graphics, and you can get it between £25 and £30 in store or online on Amazon and other online retailers which are available as well. Next up we have The Last of Us Remastered. This awesome single player linear zombie apocalyptic single player game. It's one of the best PS4 games to date. It's excellent multiplayer, and cannot wait for a really good solid sequel for The Last of Us Part 2. We've just seen the trailer announced a couple of weeks ago. So hyped for this game. So basically, The Last of Us Remastered, highly recommended. If you haven't played it, you're really missing out. One of the best games on the PlayStation 4, and it was on PS3 as well. But you can pick it up between £20 and £25 in store and online on Amazon and other retailers as well. Next up we have Uncharted 4. Now this is, putting aside the Lost Legacy, it's a fantastic game in its own right. So out of the Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, I would say Uncharted 4 is one of the best games out of the 4 games. Possibly the last adventure of Nathan Drake. Uncharted 4 is one of the best Uncharted games. You can pick it up for about £20 from Amazon or other online retailers. It's highly recommended. The graphics are crisp, really polished game, and it really is a really good score on Metacritic as well. Next up we have Far Cry 4. I realise you can get a lot of Far Cry games like Far Cry Primal, Far Cry 3 and lots of other games, but for PS4 I highly recommend you get Far Cry 4. It has an excellent single player campaign, lots of action, lots of explosions. You're set in the Himalayan mountains and it's really fun, and it's really cheap now. I realise it came out a couple of years ago, but you can pick it up for £15 on Amazon and maybe even cheaper in store. I don't know yet, but for 15 quid it's a fantastic game. It's highly recommended. And finally, Call of Duty World War 2, recent Call of Duty, newest COD, going back to its roots, back to boots on the ground, which I personally prefer. I wasn't really a fan of the hyper jumping, boosting Call of Duties of the last 3 years, so I'm glad to see it go back to its roots. Now, it was plagued with a lot of server issues when it first launched and the headquarters was empty. Well, I can guarantee now that the headquarters is finally, with the recent patch, been updated with players, up to 48 players within one headquarters game, which is really exciting. And the servers have been fixed. They've put a lot of time and effort into fixing the former Sledgehammer games have done. So the servers are just about there. You still get the odd game that isn't quite right, but I would say it's a really good solid PS4 Call of Duty game. The campaign is outstanding, and you can pick it up with a higher price between 45 and 50 quid in store and online as well. Now, they are the 8 games, so just to recap, we've got Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition, GTA 5, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, Far Cry 4 and Call of Duty World War 2. Now, I realise I can't put every game on this list, so here are some honourable mentions. So first up we have Rise of the Tomb Raider, the 20-year anniversary edition. I'm currently playing this, as you can see. It's a fantastic second game in the Uncharted series. It's completely different from the first game. It's really highly recommended, and there could be a possible third game in the future. We have to wait and see, but it's the same old Uncharted, rebooted Uncharted goodness that I loved from the first game. Highly recommended, between £20 and £25, if not a lot lower, so look out for that one. Next up we have Hidden Agenda, and the list has recently came out in the last week or so. It's from the makers of Until Dawn. Basically you play as a cop and you've got to track down this psychopathic killer. It's a sort of cop crime drama, and basically your decisions affect the outcome of the game, so multiple playthroughs are probably required. You can play on your own, and you can also play with friends, which makes it more exciting in the single player, or in the competitive mode where you put your friends together. You all have to battle each other to try and get the highest score in the game. Really fun and addictive and highly recommended. And pick this up for about £16, if not lower, if not a wee bit higher. £16, a really good bet for this one. A good I would say between 3 to 5 hour single player campaign as well. So it's really good for this one. Next up is Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the outstanding newest IPs of this year, if not last year. One of the best games out there at the moment. Really good open world game. It's highly recommended. Seen a lot of videos on YouTube for it. If you want to pick this up, one of the newest IPs, you will not be disappointed, and it's also PS4 Pro enhanced. And finally, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. This is from Ninja Theory. This is fantastic. Digital only game at the moment, where you play as Senua, and she has a mental illness, and through your headset you can hear all the voices and that, and all their thoughts and feelings. Really good, solid single player game. It's not as dear as a AAA game of that genre, so that's why it's digital. So I really highly recommend Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. So there you go guys, there have been the PS4 buy-in guide for this holiday season, and also really good games just to pick up now and again if you haven't picked them up already. So there you go guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been PS4 Gaming Scotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much.